morning, everyone. My name is Karla, and you have reached my FlossTube channel, KarlaBeingCrafty, where I talk about mostly cross stitch, but also other crafts that I'm involved in and a little bit of life thrown in. Today is Sunday, December 13th, and this is my 73rd FlossTube video. We are right in the middle of Hanukkah, and so I guess the biggest news is that I've been doing Hanukkah videos for the last 3 nights. Tonight will be the 4th night of Hanukkah, and they're going very well. I'm enjoying doing them, and I've gotten a lot of really positive response to them. So if you haven't been watching them, you might want to come back to this channel later tonight to see tonight's video, or you can actually go back and see the other 3 that I've just done. I want to say welcome to anybody who is finding my channel for the first time. I hope that you like what you see and want to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Excuse me. All that good stuff. For any of my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back and sharing this time with me. You know how much that you guys mean to me. You make a little bright spot in my week every week. And I really appreciate you guys being here. I just had like my train just derailed and I lost my train of thought for a second there, but it's all good. We're back. So yeah, so doing the Hanukkah videos is basically the biggest news this week, and I feel like because of doing those videos and preparing for those videos and everything, I don't have a ton of stuff to show you this week. But you know, I say that all the time that I don't have a lot to show and it's going to be a shorter video, and then it never is because I just jabber away. So we'll see, I guess, once we get into stuff. Let's see, I have a new camera holder that I'm using today. My friend, one of my best friend Lita, one of my best friends, I should say, she's the friend from work friend. So I've been working with her for, gosh, going on like 25 years now, I think, that we have been working together. So she got me a sweet Hanukkah gift of a piece of technology that a year ago I never would have thought of. So it's a mount that you can clip onto something. So I have it clipped onto my little stand that's right by my door. And it has 2 arms, one that holds your phone and then one that has a small ring light. So I have an extra light on me today that I've never had before. So hopefully that will improve like the color on my stitching. I don't know if it will or not. As you know, I do film in a tiny little apartment. I do have a window right there that I usually have open, but I film in the mornings, and at this time of day I'm not getting like, you know, direct light like in the afternoon where it's pouring through. So we'll see. I mean, let me know if you notice any difference, or if you just notice that it looks good or too harsh or whatever. There's like a dimmer thing so I can go up and down, and I don't have it on the brightest, but I think it looks pretty good in my viewfinder. It does. So let me know if you see any difference. But that was a really sweet a very sweet gift from Lita, and as I said, it's kind of the kind of thing that I never would have thought that would be something that I would want or need or whatever, but times change, and now I do YouTube videos on a regular basis. So I think that's kind of cool that I got that from her. So thank you, Lita. Okay. So as I said, I've been doing my Hanukkah videos, and part of what I'm doing, I'm opening gifts that I've gotten from my subscribers, which I've just been overwhelmed by the generosity of everybody. I've got way more gifts than I ever expected to. You know, I thought a couple people would send me a card or something, and I got like a huge mound of packages with all kinds of stitchy stuff, and then inside those packages, just amazing gifts. I mean, I've only been opening them for 3 nights, and I am just so blown away by this mountain of stitchy goodness that I have. I feel like, I've said this before, but I feel like a little dragon who's sitting on top of her hoard, you know, going, ooh, my stitchy stuff. So it's really exciting. And I was thinking about it last night, and one thing that actually I find super exciting and just super like heartwarming is that I'm going to be able to make so many projects that are going to have little pieces of my viewers in them. You know, if I use a piece of fabric that somebody gave me, or I use a piece of floss that somebody gave me, or the pattern, or whatever, there's little pieces of all of you guys in my stitching, which just makes it like 1,000 times more special and exciting. So I'm going to try to be really good and like mark things so I know who I got them from, and so that I can remember them when I pull it out to use and that kind of thing. I do have the videos as a remembrance, which is another reason to do videos, you know, because you have kind of this visual history, which is actually really great for me. So anyway, yeah, I'm just really having a good time doing them, and I'm really thankful that so many of you seem to enjoy it. So you know, I'm not talking out to the ether, that there are some of you out there who are watching them and commenting and seeming to enjoy them. So thank you so much for watching them, watching my regular videos and watching any extras that I do. Thank you so much. I just want to put out there, because I've gotten a lot of really nice response and people who have wanted to show their appreciation to me for putting out videos, which, you know, I don't know, it seems backwards. It's like I should be thanking you guys for watching me, but anyway, I did add the Buy Me a Coffee thing to my channel. It is linked in the description box below if you want to do that. Absolutely, you don't have to. It's just an extra if you want to do that. I know some people really enjoy showing their appreciation with little monetary gifts, and so, you know, a lot of people were jumping on the bandwagon, so I decided to jump on as well. And so it is there. Do not feel obligated to do it at all, but it's there if you want it. And I had it actually last video, and I think I forgot even to mention it. So I just wanted to let you guys know it's there. You're only going to see it, obviously, if you're on a computer watching the video, or on your phone if you look for it. But if you want to use it, it's there to use, and feel free. I will appreciate anything you get, all those little gifts, and even the money that I get from doing the channel, which is very tiny, believe me, but that goes to help me with like the postage and stuff when I do have giveaways, like I'm doing in my big Hanukkah videos. I'm giving away 16 things, and so yeah, so because I do it that way, and I tend to do giveaways in big clumps, then it's like a big chunk of money at one time, so it does go help to offset that cost. I think that's it for the yappy part of the video. Because I've been doing these videos, and as I said, prepping for them, which I did some practice things and a lot of like camera setup. Since I'm on the other side of my apartment, I had to place the camera in different places and see what looked best, and tried out a bunch of stuff. Anyway, that has taken up a bunch of my time this week, so I haven't had as much time to do stitching, although I have still stitched pretty much every day. I don't think I stitch on Fridays. For some reason on Fridays I'm just exhausted and I tend to just veg on the couch. But I don't have any finishes or new starts this week, and I have about four or five whips that I worked on. So the first thing that I want to show you guys, I have to give a little bit of preamble to this, because I was told by my sister-in-law that last time I showed these, it was really lucky that Reagan wasn't happening to be watching at that moment. So I'm going to show Reagan's birthday gift. So Reagan, if you are watching, you need to leave the room at this point. I'm sure if you're watching with your mom, so she can tell you when you can come back in. But you need to leave the room, because if you don't leave the room, then your birthday present is going to be not a surprise. So watch at your own risk. Okay, so so I'm doing the two things in case she's listening, for Miss Reagan, and I finished one. And the other one I finished the stitching, and I still need to do the beading. So this is the first one. Okay, so is the oops, sorry. Didn't know you were going on a roller coaster ride today, did you? So there's my first one. And then this one still needs to be beaded. Here, wait, if I put it there. Oh yeah, that's better. Let me try this one without my face in the way. So I think those are turning out really, really cute. And the finishing is going to be kind of like, not tricky, but the more intricate part, I think, to worry about. And I have to be careful because I like doing my own finishing. I do my own finishing. I haven't sent anything out yet. But I tend to get a little bit impatient, which makes me a little bit not as precise as I should be. So that's my big failing in doing finishing and stuff like that, is that I tend to just brush through it a little bit because I get impatient with it, and so I have to be really careful about that. But hopefully I'm having a feeling that this is going to turn out to be really cute. Okay, second thing I worked on this week is a gift for Reagan's brother Logan. His birthday is at the end of January. I don't feel like I need to say that he needs to leave the room because I'm sure he's not watching. But if you are, you need to leave the room. Where's my cover? That's not it. Hold on. Okay, there's only 4 papers in here. You think it wouldn't be so hard to find the picture. There he is. Baby Yoda. I got this from a Etsy shop called Let's Make Crafts. There are a ton of Baby Yoda cross stitches on Etsy, I'm sure. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I'm sure you've looked, you've seen, there's 1,000. I thought this one was just one of the cutest and the most, one of the best representations, I think. And I'm doing this on a Picture This Plus Phantom. Ooh, that came out really nice with this light. You can totally see how pretty this fabric is. I think this light is working good as far as my colors. So I finished this part. There's only a little bit left to do in this quarter, and then I started on his head and his big ear. So these colors look really nice in the camera. So I worked on that a little bit this week. Those are my 2 projects that I feel like I really have a deadline on. I have several other projects that I'm working as gifts for people, but they're for adults who pretty much know that I'm working on stuff for them, and there's not, I have not promised any set date. Yeah. Okay, what else did I work on? I worked on calendar cats a little bit last night. Oh, let's see if I have a picture here. This is Edie Harper's Calendar Cats. I'm starting on spring. I dyed all the fabrics for these, so they're slightly different colors. The green I picked, I did like a brighter, what I feel is a brighter spring green, and then I made the green of the floss a darker color. So these are deceptively, where is it? They're small little stitches. Did I take it out of the package already? Yes, I did. They're small little pieces, but ooh, there's a lot of stitching on these. So I did actually a couple rows of the white, and then I started on this green the stem, and I carried over a little bit of the red thread right there. So yeah, it doesn't look like hugely different than it did last time, but I did work on it for quite a while last night. Oops, and that needle is just totally gonna stab me. Okay, I keep putting the needle right on where I'm gonna fold the fabric. That isn't so brilliant. Okay. Okay, and then I only had one other thing that I worked on this week, but I worked on it for 2 days, and I'm actually thrilled that I worked on this. So I talked a little bit about this last week, but I actually made friends with my my floor stand this weekend. I'm going to kind of hold it up so you can see. It's a like a universal craft frame. I want to say Edmunds. You can get this exact thing. You can get it on 1-2-3 Stitch. You can get it on from Joann's. You can get it on Amazon. It's not inexpensive. It's about, I think I got it for about $30 to $40. I got it from Joann's using like a 40% off coupon. But I've seen it actually for that lower price, like on Amazon, and maybe because it's the holidays, it's a lower price now. Anyway, if you look around, you'll see it different prices, but they're all under like 70-ish. And I kind of made friends with it last week. There is another model, another like universal stand that they're calling like a master, I think a master frame holder or something, and its mechanism is different. So this one has the mechanism of this one piece here. So this other one has 2 clamps that adjust like this, and it looks like it would hold like a Q-snap type frame. But I saw in the reviews that you have to have at least like a 17-inch frame because it doesn't go any smaller than that. But that might be something for me to get next year. See if I can get it on sale, see if I can get it with a like 50% off coupon, something like that, because it is a little bit more expensive. That one's like in the $85 range. So if I could get that for half of that, then I would be willing to get it. And it has the same kind of bottom part, which is all like adjustable. So the only thing with this stand that I had to accept, I guess, is it doesn't hold like a Q-snappy type frame. It only holds a hoop. So what I worked on, which I haven't worked on in like what, 10 months or something, is my Village Bookstore by Randall Spangler, my HAED, my full size not quick stitch HAED. This is circled because all these little circles on here are not part of the pattern. They're circles that I did to identify all of the cats, all the little secret cats that are in this this project. So anyway, so I had to come to terms with the fact that I had to put this in a frame. I mean in a hoop, which I don't mind doing. Actually, I like working with a hoop, but when I first started on this project, I was oops, I'm caught. I was stymied by, okay, hold on. There we go. By just the amount of fabric. Like, I was having trouble dealing with just all of this extra fabric. However, I've kind of made peace with that. I got it in this hoop, which is the biggest hoop I have. It's like a 12-inch hoop. I am on the lookout to get a bigger hoop. I may have to get like a quilting hoop or something. I really like the plastic ones that have the no slip, and those I don't think get as big as like just a quilting hoop. I think the biggest I've seen is like 17 or 18 inches, and it's kind of expensive. So, but I still kind of want to get one of those because I think the bigger area will be better for this. I will have to move it less and that kind of thing. So anyway, long story long, I did work on Village Bookstore. And this is on a 25 count, easy guide or easy grid or something like that. It's the one that's gridded, obviously. And I'm doing this with a 2/1 tent stitch. And it is tent stitch, but I don't think that it looks any different or worse or whatever than doing it on, doing it full cross. And just because it's such a big project and it's going to take so long, I just wanted it to be that tiny bit quicker. I am so slow when I'm doing full coverage. I don't mind it being slow as far as, you know, it's a slow, methodical thing to do. And I think that my stitches look really nice. And my back is not, you know, overly ridiculous as far as, you know, I think when you have ninja stitches and stuff like that, you end up having a lot more bulk on the back, and I'm not having bulk. I just really like working on full coverage on the diagonal, doing it the way I do with parking, and to me that's just the only way to go for me. But it isn't, I'm not fast at it. I'm just not. And even when it's like a solid part, well, I'm faster on the solid part, obviously. If there's a big section of black, then yeah, that goes a lot faster. But I was really happy that I pulled this out and got some more work on it. Got quite a bit of work on it, actually. And yeah, so now that I have made friends with my stand and I can work on it, I still can't use it really sitting in my daybed, which is more comfortable, but I think that's just something I'm gonna have to live with because I don't know that I'm ever gonna find a stand as is that will accommodate that. I'm gonna have to maybe put together 2 or 3 stands to get it long enough to, you know, sit on the floor and come over all the way over here when I'm sitting back in the bed. But this works really well sitting at my chair. I can get it exactly where I want it to be comfortable for stitching and seeing. I can take my little ring light here that hooks to my table and I can move it and actually hook it to the frame, so I'm getting really good light on it. So it's working really well. So it was a good purchase for me. I think now all I need to do is maybe try and find a bigger hoops to work on. This is also, I used this to work on Lavender Roses last week. I showed you guys, and again I put that in a hoop because I had messed up with the frame, and well, no, I messed up with the fabric. I cut it too short, and so I worked on it in a hoop on this stand, and it worked really well. Okay, you know what, why am I messing with that on the video? So anyway, you guys have not seen that project in, as I said, months. I think the last time I worked on it was February or March of this year. It was my New Year, New Start for 2020. And I was having trouble finding a comfortable way to stitch on it. Consequently, I didn't stitch on it. I bought that metal huge floor stand thing, and I'm glad that I didn't spend a lot of money to get something that big because it just wasn't practical for me to work on. It wasn't comfortable ever. And then I had a friend even cut it down for me, so it was just the exact right size. And although I love the idea of having it be exactly the width that I needed so I wouldn't have to move back and forth as far as that goes, it just was too unwieldy for me to work on, and I don't have any place in my apartment where I can dedicate, you know, I don't have a stitchy, I mean, I do have a stitchy spot, but I don't have a stitchy spot where I can leave all my stitching stuff set up and that kind of thing. I just don't. I have to have it at least able to, you know, with the frame, I can kind of put a cover over the thing and kind of set it in a corner and it's okay. It's out of the way. But that big metal thing, it just wasn't practical to work on. And so I didn't. And I think that's a good lesson. Like, if you're not comfortable, this is, at least for me, if I'm not comfortable stitching on the thing, if I can't find a comfortable, easy way for it to be a relaxing stitch, I'm just not going to do it. I mean, I set this aside for 8 months. And it's a project that I absolutely love. I mean, I totally so want to do this, so want to finish it. It's, you know, yeah. So I'm really glad that I went ahead and accepted the idea that I needed to put it back in a hoop and try it on this frame, and it worked really well. And I think I'm actually going to work on it this afternoon. Maybe this one, or maybe Lavender Roses, or maybe a little bit of both. Yeah, and then, although I have a busy day, at 12, what time is it? I got plenty of time. 12:35 or something, Reagan is in her first showcase for cheerleading, and because of COVID, it's all being done kind of live streamed, and each group is going into the gym completely separately, and they're filming it and they're live streaming it. They're going to do competitions that same way, so there's not going to be any big gathering competitions anymore. It's all going to be like filmed from the gym where they're doing it and then sent to the competition or live streamed to the competition, which is, you know, I'm glad that they're making adjustments so that the kids can still do their competitions, which mentally is so important for them, but they're doing it in the safest way possible, safest COVID-y way possible. So anyway, so I want to watch that. It's only going to be a 5-minute thing, but I need to make sure I'm on at the right time. And then I have a Zoom call with my friends group. We didn't do it Friday like we normally do because I was filming. And then tonight I'm doing my 4th night of Hanukkah video. So I have a busy day ahead of me. Anyway, so that's it for all my whips and stuff. I have a little bit of haul to show you and a gift that I got from my best friend. And okay, so oops, the haul I got was 2 eBay purchases. I am really going to try in the coming year to really curtail my craft purchases. I know me, I'm still going to want to go on eBay and get some things that are really good deals, and actually get some things, especially if they're good deals, that even if I don't particularly want them myself, that I think would be good giveaways on my channel, because now that I'm doing this Hanukkah giveaway, I love doing it, and I'm so happy that I can provide some stuff for people that I wouldn't stitch. Like, I have 2 charts in there, or not charts, 2 kits that I got from eBay that are Christmas patterns that are gorgeous, but of course I would never stitch them because I don't stitch Christmas, I don't celebrate Christmas. But they're beautiful, beautiful kits, and I'm so glad that I was able to get them to give away. So I will be on the lookout for that kind of thing on eBay. And if I need to get floss or something specific for a pattern, then I might do that kind of purchase. But I really want to try and stitch from stash next year. I have a ton of stash, and I'm getting so many lovely things from my Hanukkah videos and the stuff that people gave me that I really want to use that and stitch from the stuff that I have. But that being said, I did put in a couple orders from eBay in the last couple weeks because I had that, you know, FOMO holiday shopping thing. So I did see this on eBay and got it for a great price. It's another from Nancy's Needles, and this is Violet Nosegay, and this was a kit. So I look for these now. I don't usually get these on eBay if it's just the pattern anymore, because the pattern is never like a great price. But when I can get where someone's kitted it all up, and I know what all of these things cost, and when it's like well below what it would cost to kit up myself, that's when I want to jump on it. And I think I got this for $30 or something, and with all of the flosses that, I mean, just the watercolors is almost 10, and with the chart, which, you know, even on sale is going to be like 8, so that's 18. And then all of these other flosses are way more than an additional, you know, $12. So yeah, so I paid, I think, $30, and that's including shipping, to get this really pretty chart. So, and you know, the purples and greens, I love that combo. So I don't know, Julie, last time I got one of these, I got the autumn one and you went crazy. So do you like violet nosegay too? Okay, so I got that. And then I got, I think actually 2 or 3, but I only got one yet, of silk ribbon embroidery things. And I don't know why, I was on a kick. I thought that these might be kind of fun to try. I don't like regular embroidery, but I thought the silk ribbon stuff might be kind of fun to do. So I got this little kit for like $3, I think. And it comes with the fabric and the silk ribbon and these little frame things. And I thought these would be actually really cute to hang on my seasonal tree when they're done, because they're little enough. And then I got a couple other kits that are still on the way that are silk ribbon. So we'll see if I like it. Great. If I'm not super keen on it, then I'll have a couple kits to give away in a future giveaway. Okay, and then the last thing I have to show you was a gift that I got from my best friend Tracy, who's in Pittsburgh. I talk about Tracy all the time. You guys should be super familiar with her. So I got a box, and actually I'm like, oh, should I put this with my Hanukkah videos and open it? And she's like, don't open it on camera. Maybe you should open it first. Because she's like all thinking she's like not crafty and not talented and yada yada, which is, she's nuts. I do want to take a little bit of credit that I inspired her to, she actually got the same sewing machine that I got after I started using mine. She used to sew years ago, but hadn't done it in a very long time, just like me. So she got a sewing machine and started making some projects for around the house. And then when COVID hit, she just went to town making masks. So she's been doing that. And she said she got this this fabric that made her think of me and Baggy months ago, and knew she wanted to make me something but didn't know what. And then finally she did this and sent it. And so anyway, so that's what I'm showing you. And I think it's kind of funny because she knows me so well. She was wrapped in tissue paper, and then instead of using regular ribbon, she used like fabric ribbon to tie it off. But she didn't cut it. She just sent me like this huge bunch of ribbon, because she knows that then I'm going to save this ribbon and this is going to show up on a project at some point, because that's what I do with pretty ribbons that I get. The yellow ribbon that she gave me, part of it went on that project right there. So yeah, okay, so she made me this, there's like all these pieces in it. Okay, so she made me this like wonderful bag. She said I could use it maybe for a project bag, but look at this fabric. How pretty is that, with like the metallic and the baggies on it. And then it has this pretty ribbon, and it's like the, I don't know what they call this, but the not tent bottom, I don't know. Anyway, it goes flat. And then the inside fabric I think is gorgeous too. It's like these roses with the baggies. And then she got a snap kit that I have recommended on my channel, and did the snaps. So this is just so great. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it yet. Maybe, actually I got a bunch of like gorgeous floss. I got this whole ring from one of my viewers of Corone watercolors, as one of my Hanukkah gifts. So I'm thinking maybe I'll put all of my watercolors in here, because this will keep it safe, and then I can kind of have this out displayed. with the watercolors in it. That might be an idea. And then inside it, so not only did I get the one thing, but inside it then was this bag, matching. And it just this just has a pink inside. Look at that one. It has such attitude. And then another little matching guy. And then a coordinating little drawstring bag. This also has the rose fabric on the inside. Shouldn't give me anything with the rose fabric on the outside, but so cute. So I love these bags, and the fact that they were made by my friend who has been my friend since I was 15 years old, and we're still friends. So what, that's 40 years later. Wow. They're just so special. They're just so special, and it's gonna make me actually feel really good to see them sitting here in my crafty area every day, filled with something special that somebody else gave me who is a special person. And yeah, the whole crafting love thing. I feel so bohemian today. Okay, so I think that that's pretty much it. Plans for the week going forward. Obviously, I'm doing Hanukkah videos all the way through Thursday. So that's going to take up a good chunk of my evening, although I'm still going to probably get stitching in because I do, but probably not as much as maybe I normally do because I have to get home, do the videos, upload them. I don't do editing, but put in the descriptions and stuff, and that takes a little while. And then I have to eat, and then yeah, so then I can stitch. I need to make sure I get Reagan's gift completed because I need to get that wrapped up, and it has to go in the bag for our trip, which is happening, we're leaving on the 28th, so the weekend of Christmas. And then while we're gone, I am going to try really hard to do a vlog. We're leaving on a Sunday, but actually because that's Christmas weekend, I will have Friday and Saturday obviously off. I think I'm going to do my whip parade on Friday and probably film my video for that week on Saturday, so I'll probably upload it Saturday instead of Sunday. And then we're coming back the following Saturday, so I'll be able to do my regular Sunday video. So I shouldn't have any break in the video, my normal videos, but I'm going to try and do a vacation vlog with Reagan and my family. I'm just going to try and every day to do some kind of little blurb and then edit them all together. So we'll see. I've never done that, but we'll see if I can do it. Yeah, so I think that that's it for today, you guys. It is a tiny bit shorter video than it normally is. Thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. This time of year I know can be super fun and joyous, but also super stressful for a lot of people. It can be sad for some people, especially this year when you're not going to see your family, or if you don't have family, or I know that that can be really hard, and I am kind of putting myself in isolation until until we go on our trip. I'm just going to work. Even at work in my little 3-person office where we're not that close, we started wearing masks sitting at our desks and stuff, even though we're not really close to each other, just as a precaution because these numbers are getting ridiculous and it's scary. I mean, I try not to think about it because if I dwell on it, it's a little hard to deal with. But I know that this time of year can be really hard for people. And if you are going through something difficult, reach out to me, there's so many other people in the FlossTube community who would be happy to, share some messages and exchanges and Zoom calls and all that kind of stuff for people who are feeling a little bit isolated and a little bit sad. And I know that it's easy to get into that kind of bluesy feeling during this time of year. It happens to all of us. People comment on how happy and joyous and bubbly and whatever I seem on my videos, and I am, but it's the videos sometimes that are making me feel that way. So it's like, because I've decided to put a happy face out there, I make myself feel happier, and I don't feel like that all the time. Trust me. Sometimes it's a struggle, and I know I'm not alone in that. So if you need a word of encouragement, feel free to reach out to me, and I will do the best I can to make you guys feel as loved as you make me feel. So okay, so I think that is enough of me in your face for today. Until I see you again, which will be tonight if you come watch my Hanukkah video, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Karla. Have a great week, everyone.